Hello, so today is Thursday and I thought today would be a great day to do a little daily vlog. I've always done like weekly vlogs and like a few days in my life and that sort of thing, but I've never shown like a full complete day. So anyways, it is now like 9:30. I got semi-ready, but we have a lot to do today. So I thought I would go ahead and show you guys the plan for today in my little junk planner. I am so obsessed with this thing. I was inspired by Thrifty Day and Melissa on TikTok to make it and it's been amazing. But let's get into it. Here is the current week. So the first thing I need to do is ship a few packages. I need to edit some TikToks. I've been really trying to be consistent on there and it's been helping a lot, so I need to get those edited. I also need to prep all of the paper for August Patreon. I'm trying to get all of that shipped out earlier next month, so I'm trying to get that ready now. I also need to test print the freebies, and once everything is test printed and I make sure that it works well with my Cricut and all of that and everything looks good, from there I need to print out everything. That's really what I want to do today. I got fresh new bottles of ink, so we're gonna be ready to go to print like hundreds of things for Patreon. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So yes, today is just a Patreon prep day, and then later tonight around 6 p.m. we have a DFW Junk Journal mini meetup. I'm so excited. I'm probably gonna leave a little bit early and maybe go to an antique mall or something, just because it's pretty far from my house and rush hour traffic is a beast. So I might as well leave a little early and go to an antique mall, you know? Anyways, let's package those orders and get those shipped. Okay, my packages are all ready to go, so now we just need to ship those. And then when we get back, I need to edit some TikToks and like do some computer stuff, and then probably clean up a little bit because like usual, the craft room studio is a mess. So let's go. Okay, we are obviously back, and now I need to get August Patreon ready to go. So the theme for August is fairies and fairy tales, because I drew a bunch of little characters and stuff as little fairies, and I had my mom cross stitch a bunch of like fairy tale related images and stuff for the sticker sheet. The postcards should actually come in today, fingers crossed, and I'm also waiting on a couple other little things. I'll show you guys everything that's going in the Patreon later today, but first we have some prep work we need to do. So I need to cut all of my paper down to size to be able to fit in the envelope, print all of the sticker sheets, print all of the extras, and print all of the little stickers that I made too. I made these ones last night. They're little fairy calico critters, and then the background is the same background I used for the postcard, and it says, "And they were fairies." I thought that was cute. I think I'm also going to include those in tier 1 and tier 2. Anyways, let's get to printing. So I have just been sitting here doing some like trial prints for the sticker sheets. As you can see, I went through a couple that weren't perfect. If you have a hard time with getting like clean cuts and stuff on your Cricut, for me, I go through blades so fast because I don't even know. I probably cut like 300 to 400 stickers on my Cricut every month. So I go through probably like 2 blades a month. So I had to adjust my blade, and when you do that, you have to adjust your settings. So I've gone through some trial and error, but that's okay. Okay, so in here I have all of my Patreon stuff for August. So I thought we could go through it and I can show you kind of what's going in August Patreon. So first we have some vintage wrapping paper. I love when I find vintage wrapping paper because I feel like it's such a different texture and they always have such unique patterns and stuff. Like, look how cute. So we need to cut those down. Whoa. Next I have more of a mix of different scrapbook papers. These are all a mix of like new ones and vintage ones, and a lot more scrapbook paper. So if you follow me on TikTok, you might have seen that I scored like 60 pounds of scrapbook paper from an estate sale, and there were tons of really unique and pretty like vintage scrapbook paper. So a bunch of the ones that I got from the estate sale are in there too. There's like a ton of unique textures. I don't know, there's just like so many cool ones, so I'm super excited for everybody to get a little piece of that. And next I have a ton of vintage books. I tried to find more like fairy tale themed books, but there is just a mix in here. Like this one is a best in children's book. We have The Three Bears, Bambi, Peter Pan. Next is this book. It's the Big Storybook, and it just has, again, a bunch of different like stories and whatnot. It is falling apart, but that's okay. And this one's again kind of similar concept. It's just story time tales. And like, look how good these graphics are. Or not graphics, illustrations. My Gen Z just showed. Like, so cute. So I'm going to be cutting up a bunch of those. Hopefully no one gets like offended by that, but I'm so excited. And then some little extras I thought I'd go ahead and show you. I got these 2 packs of ephemera just to include. It's just like little flowers and butterflies, that sort of thing. Some silver doilies. I'm gonna put a little strip in everybody's scrap packs of this little sticker roll. These I am so excited about. Okay, so these are little, I don't know if you can tell. It is a bunch of little mini tags and it just looks like paper with pressed flowers in it, but you can actually plant these and flowers will grow. Like, isn't that so cool? I'm so excited about these. I have more of these coming in today. I'm also really excited about these. Okay, so I got these little bags because I like to put all of the little tiny goodies and stuff in little bags in the scrap packs. And so I thought these would be perfect, and they're resealable and everything, like awesome. And they're clear, so you'll be able to see the goodies inside. Thought process was that it kind of looks like a fairy jar, so it goes with the fairies and fairy tale theme, you know what I mean? Anyways, that's it for now, but we still have a lot of like cutouts and stickers and printables and stuff that I'm also going to be including. I wanted this month to be a little more custom. It is a lot more custom this month, let me tell ya. But anyways, let's get all of this cut down to size to be able to fit in the envelopes. Okay, update. I've printed probably about like 70 of these sticker sheets to go on one sheet. So that's like I have 140 prepped kind of. The part that takes the longest is cutting it on my Cricut, and I've done that for about 30 sticker sheets so far. I think I'm gonna do it in batches of 50. So today I'm going to try and get 50 cut, and then tomorrow I'll try and get 50 cut and so on, you know? But I thought I would show you guys how I have all my Patreon stuff organized for August. Also, my postcards are supposed to come today. They haven't come yet, so fingers crossed, because that would be fun to unbox on here. But let me show you. Okay, so I have all of my baskets on this bookshelf, but on this shelf I just have 2 baskets, and these are both for Patreon, the same month. So this is all of my paper. So I have some of the scraps from the like specialty papers, all of the vintage wrapping paper. I might have to cut some of these in half because they're pretty big. Scraps of my regular paper. And here, this is all of the specialty paper. Everyone's gonna get, I think, one of these, and then I think one regular sheet of scrapbook paper. I don't know, we'll have to work that out later, but yeah. And then I also have a bunch of these vintage fairy tale books that I have cut up and cut to size. Like we have some Bambi, like I showed you guys, Peter Pan, and then these are like super old, like different fairy tales and fables and stuff. But yeah, that's the paper. And then over here, I have all of my extras. So I have a bunch of little like pieces of random ephemera I think I'm gonna throw in. I'm also making my own ephemera, but this is just like extra stuff that I had. Again, like the stuff I already showed you, and then more little pieces of ephemera and the little mason jar bags. So, okay, I hope you can't tell how messy everything is behind me, but it is now like 3 o'clock and I have not gotten as much done as I hoped I would today. Everything always takes a lot longer than expected, and like there's always technical issues. Like right now, one of my printers is not working. Luckily, at least one of them is, so I'm able to print all of the sticker sheets at least, but I was hoping to also print out the extras at the same time, but you know, it is what it is. I thought I would also give you guys a little bit of an update. I am currently working on my own website. It is such a process getting that built and like figured out and all of that, and planning the launch of everything. I'm wanting to do a full shop restock. I'm also dropping like so many different products, so I'm a little overwhelmed, but that will be coming out the end of August, I'm pretty sure. And so I have so much prep work to do for that. That'll be a whole separate like several videos, because oh my goodness, it is such a process. Right now, as I'm like cutting all the sticker sheets and stuff, I felt like I needed to take a second to kind of plan something. So I'm just creating this like brain dump to-do list of all the different categories of things that I like need to work on for this month. So like I have a whole separate, so I have a category for Shopify, social media, personal stuff, Patreon, and then Junk Journal Club. So I'm just working on those to-do lists so that way I can like easily plan everything out, or not easily, but I can at least begin to plan it all out. So anyways, I'm just gonna finish sitting here working on my little to-do list and all of that, and then we will get ready to go to Junk Journal Club. Okay, it's now 4 o'clock and I tried to be on theme. The theme is olive to journal. Sounds like I said olive to journal, but I wore a green dress to try and match the theme. But I thought I would show you guys, oh my god, it's so heavy, my new Junk Journal meetup bag. I thrifted this bag for like 10 bucks a couple weeks ago and I'm so obsessed with it. I want to do a whole video like going through it and showing what I bring because there's so many little things. But anyways, I'm just going to print my pictures that I want to cut out at the meetup and then load up the car and we're on our way. Oh, you see the back? Okay. Oh, the front one just was like kind of messed up because it was teeth, you know? Okay. I think they're good.
Cute.
What do you think?
I love them.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh my goodness, you guys. Okay, so last night I got back from the mini meetup around like 8:30, 9-ish. It was pretty far away from me, and it was so much fun. The coffee shop that we went to was so beautiful, and the lemonade that I had was absolutely insane. I would absolutely go back there again if I'm ever in that area. It's just so far from me, but I also loved the people that I was sitting by. I always do, but it was a mix of women who I had met previously and then a couple people that it was my first time meeting them, and everyone just like got along super well and conversation flowed so well, so it was really fun. But anyways, this morning has been treacherous. Oh my goodness. I know nobody's shocked, but things are going wrong. It is now 1 p.m. and I was supposed to have like a portion of my to-do list done, but of course things went wrong with my printer, things went wrong with my Cricut, and everything just took a lot longer than planned. So exactly a week from today is August 1st, which is when I'm opening up more spots for my Patreon. Next month is going to look a little bit different than the past months just because I have been so blessed to have some more members, and so I need to keep things a little more organized so that way things run smoother. So this time I am announcing things a little earlier, which is tomorrow. I'm going to announce the theme and stuff to my members today, but for everybody else like on social media and stuff, I'm going to announce it tomorrow. I'm debating on opening up spots a few days before the 1st just so I can get an idea of how many people want it and start packaging and all of that. That way shipping just goes a lot faster and smoother. But anyways, we have a lot of prep work to do. I need to cut out some of the extras I made. I'll have to show you guys and put together a little mock scrap pack. I think later tonight I'm going to make the little mailbox TikTok that I always do to announce the theme. I am so excited about this theme. I really love it. It's fairies and fairy tales like I told you. Okay, I've been blabbing for way too long, so let's go in the craft room and get some more stuff done. Okay, so here are some of the extras. So these are stickers, and it's these little calico critters that say "and they were fairies." I thought that was so cute. It's the same background that I used for the postcard and then some buttons in the middle. These are not stickers. They're just like on cardstock photo paper, but it's these little fairy wings and buttons. And for the fairy wings, I'm going to give people the idea that they can add them to their little trinkets or put them in their journal to make like their pictures and the people in their journals look like fairies. I thought that'd be so cute. These are just more sticker sheets, and then these are just some little cardstock bows and buttons also to put in. And I totally forgot I have another sheet of ephemera that I need to print so I can cut those out as well. So let's do that. Okay, I thought for the next little bit it would be smart to do some multitasking and clean up the craft room a bit while also cutting out the extras for August Patreon. So let's do it. It's now a bit later and I printed out all of the extras and stickers and all the different things for Patreon. I also made and printed out my little thank you note that I've started including as of last month. This month there's going to be some more extras I'm super excited about. Nothing like too crazy, but just some things that I thought would be fun to also include for my members. Anyways, that was today's hot mess vlog. Thank you so much for watching. As I do these more, I will definitely get better at filming the daily vlogs. I feel like I do not have that down, but you gotta practice, you know? And thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Okay, love you, bye!